What is your motive why you are following me? What is your motive? What is your purpose? Why you're here in the church? He wants to make it straight, plain. If you want to come after me, that's what he's talking about. And the word after me here, in other translations, said, those who want to follow me, or want to be my followers. Those who like to be Christians. We are Christ's disciple. We are Christ's followers. We are just what we call Christians. If you want to be called Christian, Cristiano, if you want, and this is really his criteria. He's now talking plainly and serious to them. If you want to follow me, or say, follow me here. If you are following Jesus, then you are a follower. If you want to be my follower, but I will dig deeper. The follower here is not just a follower or a member. A member of St. Michael. A member of a church. But he's talking here, if you want to be my follower, he's about if you want to be my disciple. That's the word here. If you sit here, you want after me, change it with, if you want to be my disciple. So disciple is different from a follower. It's different. Salvation is free, but to be a disciple of Christ, you have to pay the price. There's a price have to be paid. To have salvation is to come to Jesus by faith. But being a disciple, you have now to follow Jesus by faith and with the heart. And we have to obey. So, this difference between just main follower and a disciple, or just a member and a disciple. You have to pay the price if you're willing really to be a disciple of God. So here, he's just now drawing the line of just a nominal Christian. He's drawing out the line of being just following Christ in a comfort way, or not following Christ seriously with our commitment. He's now drawing the line. And that's something about Lent. Where is now your commitment? That's what he's talking about here. And he laid down the criteria. He said, if you want to follow me, if you want to be my disciple, if you really want to be a true Christian, not because you have a baptismal certificate. Baptismal certificate is just a piece of paper. Para dati, di naman kailangan baptismal certificate. Now, very, very important na. In enrollment, in everything. So that baptismal certificate is just a piece of paper if you are not really following Christ. Now, said here, he laid down the criteria. If you are really to be a serious Christian, my disciple, and this is what I really want from you. O kundi, ito talaga ang kinikilala kong mga Kristiyano. Kung kay Jesus. These are really people who really know and acknowledge that they are my disciple. He said here, he said 3. If you want to come after me, let him deny himself. 1, take up his cross and follow me. Deny himself. What's the word deny? Sometimes literally, parang pabayaan lang yung sarili. No, that's not. That's the meaning. That's the meaning. Just, just live yourself. No. Just don't care yourself. No. The deny here, it means first, you have One meaning of deny here is you're willing to exchange. Willing to exchange your ways to His ways. You're willing to change your plan to His plan. Exchange. Exchange it for a higher value or higher price. Because God's plan is more higher than ours. God's purpose is more higher than ours. Are you willing to exchange it? Maybe you have your own plan. And you think your plan is very good. But you're willing to exchange it to God? And another word is like losing. Exchanging like losing. But losing not something to lose, that lose everything, but to lose to gain. That's the word here. To lose to gain. You want to exchange your ways to His ways, your plan to His plan, because His plan is far more greater what we are planning. And one thing for sure, only His plan that He will bless. Balikon ko tuman. Anagat ang plano sa iyong kabuhi, raanang i-bless. Ri mong sariling plano, hindi. Mapalpak doon. Klaro? Mapalpak ratong sariling plano. Kanugon, doras. Kanugon, yung kwarta. Mapalpak. Your imong sariling plano, your own ways will fail. His plan will succeed because only His plan in our life, in your life, in my life, He will bless. He will support that it will really come to pass. Our own plan, it will fail. So, here, deny yourself. You're willing to change for a better purpose. Are you willing? Nila kita? The choice. There's something about God. He's not forcing you and me. He laid down the cards on the table because He's giving us free will. He's not a dominant God. He's not a dominant God. It's your choice because that's the basis of His judgment. If we have no choice, why judge us? Because everyone will just follow God. But because He has given us free will, He's now the basis to judge us what we have chosen. And may we choose God and His way. So He said, deny. Another word for deny here is surrender. Another word for deny here is surrender. See, when you surrender, like in the war, you raise your hand. You raise your hand. Not like this one. That's another thing. So when you raise your hand, it is open. It means to say, you're willing to submit to the will of others. That is surrender. And what the Lord is looking for us, total surrender. You're willing to submit your will to His will. Or other sample here, you're willing to submit to higher authorities. You're willing to yield. Let your way, Lord. Let have your way in me. That's the meaning of deny. You're willing to surrender. Lord, it's up to you. You sometimes say, bahala si Lord. Sometimes we just coin that word, bahala si Lord. But actually, you're still in control. That's something about man. We want to be in control. That's why he always says, when we are born, we want to be in control. That's why every baby would come to this world, his hand is like that. Tanong ng mga yapsag. Why? Because part of the sin that we have inherited from Adam and Eve, being selfish, want to be in control always. But when you die, look at dead person. He's not like that. He's like that. Open. It means to say, you don't bring anything. Everything you imagine on earth, you leave it. Leave it to your children. It's yours. Ang may training yung mga unga, nga ayusin ni Minaywan. Kung hindi abusohon da, sipwak. Ubos. Oplot, tanan, ang inaywan. All you have gained, everything for your whole life. You have to train your children to take care of it. If not, all the things will just gone. Nothing. You leave it nothing. That's why your hand is open when you die. It means say you have to leave everything, or you have no control of everything. See, it is God. God is in control. Are you willing to yield? Are you willing to surrender before God? He said, then carry your cross. What is that cross? This cross? Ang asawa nga pasaway, cross kita. That is the talk about. Ra akong neighbor nga pag-away, that's my cross. Ay, bukon, that's not talking about. The cross here is our identification of our suffering and victory with Christ. There are times that we have to suffer because of following Christ. Our daily commitment, because you want to follow Christ, but still our ways, we want to do our own ways. That's something that we have to fight every day to renew our mind. But, he said, carry your cross. Then, if we don't understand first, if you have not surrendered everything to God, then everything you do to God is become now a burden. Ngay kabudlay to. We have not totally surrendered to God. Everything you do, it becomes a burden. Imong ministry, everything you do become a burden. Why? If you have to troubleshoot the problem, you have not surrendered it all to God. That is the problem there. Sometimes you do for God, it's become a burden because you have not truly surrendered everything to God. That is the reason. Simple lang. If you want to troubleshoot, you have not surrendered. Because you have surrendered everything to God. Lord, it's yours. Then, there's joy, there's confidence, and peace in your heart because you know God will take good care of it. And it's for God. And you know why you're doing it. Then he said, follow me. The word here, follow here, another word, is not just to follow, but a willingness to obey. Following with an obedient heart. So, you cannot follow Christ. You're not really a true Christian. You're not really a true disciple of God. First, you have to deny yourself. Some people have to change the situation. Do you want just to follow? Do you want to follow? Second, deny, and last. Second is carry cross, and last is to deny. That's why their Christian life is in shambles. Because they changed the process. They're just following. Never mind. The second is just the deny, the carry cross, and the last is to deny. And with that kind of following, that kind of Christian life, it's not bearing fruit. Should be the other way around. First, deny, carry, and follow me. Not follow me, carry the cross, and deny. That's what people are doing sometimes. They interchange this process. They follow, carry the cross, and deny. No. Deny first, carry the cross, and then you could really follow him.